Welcome to the Freewoman podcast, a space for all women who are ready to break free of the inauthentic life. Remember to like and subscribe for more Free Woman in your feed.
Inhale, exhale. You've arrived. Now let's laugh.
Hello, Free Woman.
Hello.
Welcome to another episode of the Free Woman podcast.
I know, look at us, just still going.
Just trucking along.
Just doing it. I think we're on episode 11.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good job, us.
Yeah, 11 in the month of November, so that's kind of fun. And I guess it's been kind of a busy week over here.
It's been a really busy week. I can't believe it's a new week and that we're recording again because last week flew by.
Yeah, especially for you because you've been cleaning out your storage unit, you've been reorganizing your room, kids' room.
Yeah, we built some furniture too.
Yeah, we did. We were like, this is how we know that we are true friends.
Oh, I know.
We assembled some very intricate furniture together.
Yeah, we built 2 bunk beds.
Yeah, IKEA style.
Yeah, IKEA style. And we were joking as we did. We're like, this is when you know that you really can be around someone.
Yeah, we've traveled together.
Uh-huh.
We have lived together. We opened a business together. And now the real test, we assembled furniture together.
Yeah, there was no bickering or fighting or throwing things. We did really well.
Yeah, look at us.
I know. I'm really proud of us.
I'm sure both of us were like, God damn it.
I was definitely feeling it at times, but we both were like, should we take a break? And yeah, we should.
Let's go eat some food. Yeah, so, just like any other relationship, friendships.
Yeah, same thing.
They're the same thing. It's all the same thing, guys.
Well, I think our friendship has helped me heal so much too from
like relationships stuff.
And it's helped me to really see my past relationships too, because before I'm like, I didn't really like the way I felt. I didn't really like the way I was being treated. But now that I've been around you so much, I'm just like, wow, this is great. People can do this. People can actually be really kind to each other.
Yeah. I know that it's helped heal things in me as well.
Oh, good.
I've found that every relationship that comes into my life, good or bad, seems to bring a lot of lessons and a lot of healing. The toxic and the healthy.
I know.
Dark and light.
Dark and light. Well, that's why
both.
That's why I'm just so hesitant to ever go into a relationship again. Have a boyfriend or whatever. Sorry, my lords kind of went bloop, bloop, bloop. And because I'm like, I just don't know if I really want to have any more lessons, good or bad. You
need to refill the tank first.
Yeah, I'm pretty tapped out. We're good. We've learned a lot.
But the thing is, even if a healthy relationship comes in, if you do have a healthy man come in, that is also going to bring a lot of healing.
It will.
And lessons.
Probably more tears.
Yeah, and it's funny being with a healthy person. I found this for myself. It really highlights when the problem is you. You're like, oh... So the Taylor Swift song, I'm the problem, it's me. Yeah, that's me. That's me this time.
This time it's me. Well, that hasn't really happened yet. I haven't been in a relationship where, there's been a few times I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I can work on that. But mostly it's been, God, these men, they just need to go grow up.
Well, you've had a friendship with me.
Yeah, except
Hopefully
for you.
It's not been too toxic for you.
Not at all.
Not too much abuse.
It's been the easiest friendship I've ever had.
Yeah. So. Well, that's the thing about healthy relationships is they're easy. Mm-hmm. And I think there's this misconception out there, and it kept me in my abusive relationship for so long, that relationships are hard work. And that a marriage is the hardest thing you will ever do. And so I stayed with this asshole with 13 years
13
because
years
I kept
thinking,
oh yeah, this is hard. It's supposed to be hard. That's how you know you're like doing the work.
Or you have the one, right? Because you're working so hard at it.
Because they're going to push you and challenge you and bring up everything. And it turns out you get to a certain point when you learn that you're allowed to choose easy.
Yeah, it's a pretty big lie.
You don't have to make things hard all the time.
You don't have to suffer.
Especially relationships. It does not have to be this suffering contest to prove your righteousness.
Well, I've like experienced by just watching you and your husband too, and how healthy you guys are. And you guys it doesn't look hard. You guys are fighting. And
it's really not.
Things are not being thrown. There's no screaming.
Just like with all people that you live with, you annoy each other sometimes.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to turn into Armageddon.
It doesn't. But I love that you two can be like, yeah, I need a little space. And you're like, okay. Like, there's no, like, hurt feelings or pouting.
I want to go read my book. Okay. Yeah, that's really just what I want to do tonight. Well, I think that is a struggle in relationships, too, because there's this image of, like, you're always supposed to be together, right? Codependency is so celebrated in the romantic realm. And so letting go of that and learning that it's fun to do things alone sometimes, or fun to do things with friends. And then knowing when you need to come back and be like, I really love you and let's spend some time together and do things with your romantic partner. Like, you have this multifaceted personality that can enjoy lots of different kinds of things, not just this one person. And that doesn't mean that you love them any less or that you enjoy them any less, because you enjoy doing other things too.
Yeah.
It's kind of has been such a breakthrough for me to be able to have that and realize that it's healthy and okay.
Yeah, that just because you're with this partner and maybe it's going to be for life, that you don't have to do everything
you don't have
together.
To be attached at the hip. They are not a newborn infant.
Yeah. They can go do things on their own too.
Yeah, and that's okay too. And they can have friendships and projects and hobbies separate from you. And, you can kind of like come together and come apart and come together and come apart.
As long as you have a healthy relationship, because my ex-husband and I kind of did that too. But it was more of a... He's lying because he's going to go out with his buddies.
Because he's having affairs?
Because he's going to the strip club. So that was really different. I had a lot
if the hobby is a strip club, that might need to be assessed.
So I had a lot of trust issues. I always just felt like something was wrong or off.
Especially because he's lying to you.
Because he was lying to me.
I guess some couples might enjoy those kinds of things or have different sorts of relationships, but open and honest
but I guess
about
we
it.
should have talked from the beginning if I was okay with him going to strip clubs, and then we could trust our relationship from that, like
the boundaries
what the
were going to be
are.
around that.
Yeah, and then we can have this discussion that I'm not okay with it, and maybe we shouldn't be together. And he could just keep going to strip clubs with his buddies and maybe find a woman one day that was okay with
it was this lack of respect, right? And that's the thing is in unhealthy relationships, codependent relationships, there is a neediness for each other coupled with a lack of respect, a lack of respectful communication.
Yeah, well, I was taught at a very young age, I mean, probably from infancy, that you are just supposed to meet your Prince Charming.
You came out of the womb and they were like, this is what you're supposed to do.
This is what you're supposed to do. And then you just let him take care of everything, nothing, there would be no problems, happily ever after. And then you just codepend the crap out of this man. And it's really hard to kind of make your own decisions or to communicate too, because you never even were taught or shown how to do that by your parents.
Yeah, I really had that too. I remember it felt like my whole life was building up to meeting the one and getting married. And because of my religion, there was this idea of like the eternal marriage, right? The spiritual peak that you were going to reach in life, and then easy street in a way. Like we never really thought about after. It's just gonna work.
Yeah, and it's
all of your problems in life will just be easier because you will finally be with the one.
Do you remember the first time you felt shocked that it was not what you were told? What you like fantasized?
My wedding night.
So like right away.
Yeah. The wedding, the honeymoon. Yeah, not good.
Oh, I'm so
Not
sorry.
good. It was very bad. And I would say that the sexual abuse probably started right then and there.
Oh, that's awful. Well, mine
Of like not being good enough. And then
Uh-huh.
just also, you'd wait, at least I had waited so long to be like that with a man, to have intercourse.
Well, you're supposed to wait too with the way
It
we
was
were brought up.
Yeah, we were taught it was worse than murder to do that
Yeah,
outside of
that's
marriage.
like the biggest sin you could
And
ever
so
have.
I was so excited for this, and I had said no to so many guys because I was saving it for my husband. And then here's the wedding night, and it's like the lamest, least romantic, most forced, most obligatory, most unenjoyable thing ever. And it was like, this is what I held out for. But then,
man.
I went and I like got books, like, and I'm thinking, we're going to figure this out. We're going to make it better. But he's not really interested in like helping. It's just my problem and I need to fix it.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
another thing too. They just put all of that on you.
Yeah, it's not like maybe there are things he could do better.
Yeah, we're just supposed to pleasure and please them, and our
Yeah.
bodies are readily available to them whenever they need
No,
it.
they were just kind of implications that I was like a failure and a disappointment.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And so yeah, that I'd say the honeymoon is when I realized that this is not what I thought it was. But then I settled into, we're going to work through this. We are going to work our little buns off, and we are going to make this marriage amazing.
And then 13 years later, you finally decided not to anymore?
Yeah, the cheating finally broke me.
Oh, yeah. That usually does it.
Yeah, I could endure everything else, all the abuse, all the yelling, the minimizing, the poverty. But when he wanted to bring in another woman and move her into our home and make her like wife number 2, I was like, I just can't.
Yeah, that's a real low ball.
I'm like, I've been working on myself for 13 years, and now I'm thinking maybe it's your turn to do a little introspecting because I can't fix this one.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do with that.
No. Nope, can't work through this.
My ex-husband also brought in a woman, but it was like 2 weeks after we got divorced.
Well,
so he kept
into
his
the
secret.
home. He waited
Yeah.
till you moved out. But let's face it, they were definitely together
Oh,
outside of their home.
absolutely. They posted 2 weeks after I moved out and the
But
divorce
what
was finalized.
is he supposed to do when you're hurting his feelings?
Oh, I know. Well, he needs to not feel them and find a woman right away to take care of his problems.
That's what I mean.
Fill his void.
I'm sure he justifies the shit out of that.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure he does. But, he also had to find someone that was easy and that he could just throw all his stuff on and then be a victim.
Yeah.
And then she'd be like, oh, poor you.
Oh,
so,
yeah, they love that. Please buy their victim story. That is such a red flag if you're dating a guy and for one, he's still married.
Oh, yeah.
That's obviously. But for 2, he doesn't take any ownership. He's willing to completely talk crap about the woman he's married to.
It has this sob story.
It has this sob story. I have just noticed that healthy men, even if they're in a very unhappy relationship, they don't talk bad about her.
Yeah, I've had a few dates or whatnot where I've had men and they explained to me that, they just had to break up because it just wasn't working anymore. But then when I don't hear the whole story, I'm like, no, it's not going to work. Yeah, because, I went through that with my ex too, where he just found someone right away, right after, while we were still together and right at the divorce.
So for you find that it's toxic if they don't talk about the relationship.
Yeah, I want to know.
Because it feels like they're hiding
They're
it.
hiding stuff.
Their part in it. Well, I don't know. I think it's toxic when they talk about the relationship, but the whole problem is her. And she just is crazy. And because my ex continually does that. Every woman that leaves him is just crazy.
Well, that's
She's
why...
just crazy and mentally ill.
Yeah, well, that's why I want him to tell me. I want to know. Well, what do you think? I want to hear your perspective.
Yeah, I noticed when I was dating my husband, we talked about our past relationships, and I think that we both, we shared parts of the stories, but we didn't really want to just talk crap about these people because it's not a good feeling to be entering into a relationship with someone new and just talking all this garbage about your past partners.
Yeah, I agree, but I would like some honesty. I want some rawness. I want to know like what really happened.
What if they haven't even processed it?
Well, then we should not be dating. They need to go figure that out first.
Yeah, well, I've noticed with victims of abuse, they always talk really nicely about their exes. And my husband, he had a few partners before me that were pretty toxic. And I remember him just taking like so much ownership over why these relationships ended and his partner. And I'm like, wait, she's like chasing you around the house, screaming at you. Like, that doesn't sound like a you problem. That sounds like abuse.
It does.
Yeah.
I felt that way after my divorce too. I felt like it was my fault for years, like for a long time. Just maybe the last 2 years, I've been like, maybe it wasn't my fault.
Yeah, I guess, when you get to our age, when you're middle-aged and dating, what you find is that in a way, people come with this baggage from all their previous relationships. Whether they were the toxic one or whether they were the victim, they come with baggage.
Yeah, they do. It's not fun. It's really like interviewing it for a job when you're dating because
Oh my gosh. That's not, yeah. Well, I remember when, because I wasn't planning on dating, because the divorce was so traumatizing and my life was such a mess, but my husband came in and it was like the universe just like plopped him right down in my path and covered him in green flags. And I was just like, okay. Okay, I will try.
Was that pretty triggering for you?
It was very triggering.
Because you were pretty, like, you had been divorced for like a little while, right?
No, I had not, which was another thing that I was like, I am not ready for a relationship, right? Because, let's see, I got divorced in it was finalized January 1st. And I think my husband and I connected like the 6th.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So really soon.
Yeah. I was like, no, there was no gap at all. We had kind of as acquaintances messaged a few times. I knew my husband in high school, so it was someone I knew, and I already knew he was like a good person, which is another thing that I found really reassuring because I was terrified of dating a complete stranger and like how they were just going to be able to rewrite their past.
So you guys were able just to kind of just jump right back in.
No, I don't use my relationship as a example for people who are recovering from abuse because I'm like, no, that's not going to work 99.9% of the time. This was just something that I think that the universe just knew I needed it because the custody battle that I went through, this started almost right after my husband and I began talking. The custody battle and the post-divorce abuse started. It was pretty horrific.
Yeah.
And I just would have lost my kids. I would have lost my kids. Him coming in the way he did is the only reason I still have my children.
Well, I'm really glad he came in.
So,
you needed something.
He was covered in green flags and he was a good person. I was the one that had a crap ton of trauma to work through. Like he has his little things that he needs to work on and whatever human things that, every human has. But I had PTSD and, just a whole lot of fight or flight going on, really wanted to run away from the relationship, wanted to run away from him, wanted to shut him out, wanted to, ruin things. Like there were a lot of triggers for me in letting him move in and then in getting engaged.
But because he was healthy, you were able to have the space and to kind of see what you were like facing within.
Yeah.
And heal.
Well, and it's hard too because a lot of trauma is unconscious. And so there were things I'd realize after the fact, sometimes even a month or two after the fact of like, when he first moved in, I wanted to never be home. And, like he moved in with me into my apartment, into my space. And I just like wanted to crawl out of my skin. Like I could not stand being in my apartment and I could not stand being there with him. And this poor guy is like, he's like still in his honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I am just going to go on a walk for like 2 hours. Bye. And I didn't understand until I reflected months down the road. And I was like, oh, we had a trauma response. It was just so instinctual of like, I can't be here. It's not safe. Like,
Yeah, but he also like understood that. He wasn't, well, I wasn't there. I don't know. I don't know if he was taking it very personal or not, but he knew obviously
It was
something
hard.
was going on.
He was like, wow, I just moved all the way across the country to be with her, and now she doesn't want to be with me. He's like, did I make just a huge mistake?
Yeah.
So he had, to be really patient and work through his own emotions. But luckily, we both were self-aware enough to not, lash out at each other, be cruel to each other, do things that would have caused really long-term damage. We both were just really uncomfortable for a little bit and then sat with ourselves, and then we're able to talk about some things.
Oh, good. Well, yeah, but you couldn't have done that before in your prior relationship, in your marriage,
No.
right?
Well, with my ex, there was no not talking about anything ever. He was very combative, very argumentative, very happy to go at it, and wanted it to get ugly.
He enjoyed that.
He enjoyed it. He enjoyed bringing me to that level with him because I have a very long rope. As Kat can attest, I'm a very patient person.
She is.
And I like to sit with things before I talk to people if I'm feeling really emotional or triggered. And that's just how I've always been. I'm like an internalizer, like I sit with things and process things beneath the calm surface of the lake. There is a whole battle happening.
Well, I actually really love that about you. And I love that that has actually helped me heal quite a bit, because I have never had anybody do that with me.
Yeah.
And then feel safe. And then I'm like, oh, she's not going to yell at me. She's not going to belittle me. She's not going to tell me I'm crazy. She actually listens. And then you're just so calm. And sometimes the calmness, I'm kind of confused. I'm like, I don't know. Is she going to get mad in a minute? Is she going to withhold love and affection? Because that's what I'm used to. Is the quietness of like, you don't get to feel love from me anymore because you made me mad.
Yeah.
So I actually really love that about you. It's helped me so much with my healing journey.
Thank you.
See, healthy friendship.
Yeah, my ex did not like that quality. I think it made him feel out of control. I think it made him also feel like he was the problem. And
because he was.
Yeah, because he was. And he didn't like that. And, well, I'm sure, we got married. I was 19. I'm sure I had like little bitchy, immature things that I was prone to doing.
Yeah, well,
I was
you're
straight out of high school.
You're a kid.
Yeah, I was a kid. And he was only 24, so.
Yeah, you guys are both kids. You don't know the world. You don't know yourselves.
But he also grew up with that kind of like the big scary tempers and yelling and throwing things. And so I think to him, he didn't know how to talk through something without that.
And be like in a calm environment too.
It's like, this is how we clear the air. We just like go at it. And then I wouldn't, and he'd just like have to dig and dig and dig and dig and push and push and push. And then he started like, it started this thing that abusers do where they turn it on you. I'm the problem because I'm not passionate about our relationship. Do I even really love him? I'm not showing emotion. I'm not showing I'm invested. I'm not willing to be intimate with him in this way and let him see the ugly side of me.
So because you don't show love and express the way he thinks that is the correct, safe way. Well, not safe, but just the way he was taught how to.
Well, if you love someone, you should be passionate, right?
So that to him is normal and okay, where it's not.
I don't think he even necessarily thought that it was a good way to show love. I think he just wanted to not be alone in losing control. Okay. I think he wanted me to lose control because then he could feel powerful.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah, I can see how like him trying to create the chaos, like you're in it together so he's not alone. Yes, I can see that.
Yeah, that's just how he spun it so that I would take my walls down.
Yeah.
And I did grow up in like a very avoidant family and we never talked about anything, and nobody ever, like my brother got sent away to military school. Still don't know exactly what happened to cause that. My
Wow.
family does not talk about
How
things.
old was he when that happened?
16, 17 in there.
Oh,
It was
wow.
his junior year, I think.
That's a really young to be sent to military school.
I think that's pretty standard.
Is it? Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
For troubled teens.
Well, that never happened in my home.
It probably should have.
They just got beaten by my dad. So we were already in military school. So with my dad, he served. He was in the Navy and the National Guard. So we got it at home.
He, brought that home.
He did.
For everyone
Yeah.
to enjoy.
Yep, we got it.
Yeah. So that was just an example of how my family doesn't talk about things. And so there was not a lot of communication happening, especially not emotional communication. And so I did buy into it. I was like, maybe I do need to be more vulnerable. Maybe I do need to let him see these parts of me.
Yeah.
But then it just ended up being very abusive, because then my walls were down and he was able to get into all of the parts of me. And so that was something else that I feel like I healed in my new relationship. Not that I wanted to get to the yelling place, because that's not my nature.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't inviting that in, but he wasn't either. And I found that if I needed to talk to him about something that was really bothering me, that was hurting my feelings, or that was making me uncomfortable in my own home, I could just go and calmly tell him.
Yeah, your husband's amazing. He's been helping me with that too. Like, I'm pretty afraid of men.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I am pretty afraid of men, especially if I'm like in their home. And there's been quite a few times where I'm tensing up in my body because I think your husband's going to maybe explode or yell or throw something, and he doesn't. And I'm like, oh, wow, okay, well, I guess we can relax.
Yeah, exactly. And he's been, healing things too, because like I said, he had a few toxic relationships before. And so he's learning that it's okay to have needs. It's okay to express himself.
Yeah. I've noticed that in him too. He
Yeah.
doesn't really ask for anything.
No, he doesn't. It's very hard for him to take up space, and there's a lot of reasons for that. But
I mean, I kind of feel like I relate to your husband a lot. I'm like, yeah, that's how I feel too.
Yeah.
I like, especially when I moved in with you, I'm like, I'll just hide. Don't mind me. I'll just barely eat any food, and I'll just go stay in my little room.
like I said in other episodes, it's like you're just this little mouse that comes out every now and then and
I'm like, oh, hey guys.
nibbles a few crumbs.
Yeah.
Cleans a few dishes and goes back in your room.
Pretty much. But I've been staying out a lot more. I've been like, oh, maybe it's okay for me to take up space. Yeah, it's feeling safe. And, I've been here for a year now. It takes time. Healing takes...
No, we like hanging out with you.
Oh, thanks. Well,
Yeah.
likewise.
It's fun.
But healing takes time. It takes time to learn to trust again, and then even feel safe in your body, because the feelings take a long time to, the reactions that you have.
I was just not...
Abuse.
Like, I knew, obviously, that I was triggered going towards this relationship, but I also knew that I was like, he's covered in green flags. It's healthy. It's good for my kids. My kids need a man like this around. And let's face it, we have some intimacy issues. It's good for me to be pushing through these with Mr. Green Flag.
Well, I think it's amazing. That's what I would love to have. I would love to have a green flag man.
But I have been surprised, even having that awareness going in, that I was triggered, how many layers there have been. Like communication we talked about, that's just one of a million.
Yeah, the communication's really hard for me too. I still get really shaky. It still gets stuck in my throat.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want to cry. And it's for a simple thing. It's like, can I have a little bit more food?
Yeah.
Do you guys mind helping me with buying this food?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm asking too much, or I feel like I'm too much, or it just, I could never do that in the past.
Oh my gosh. We are like, well, you know how it is cooking for a family, and we're cooking for teenagers, and it's like you make just your impact is like just almost I'm like, we end up throwing out food because the kids are just
not eating all of it.
Yeah. Or they just refuse to do the leftovers. So if anything, I feel like you're helping us with our food efficiency.
Oh, well, good.
Look at us talking through.
Look at us talk through this
vulnerable issue.
So this is what it's like. Well, another thing I experienced with moving into your home as well. Your home has just been like this whole like healing journey for me too. The last time I lived in a basement was in my house I grew up in with my very abusive father and my brother, who was right next to me with the peephole in the wall.
Oh my gosh, I know, so creepy.
And my brother physically abused me often.
Yeah, so much normalizing of abuse and minimizing of it.
Yes, and so I moved into your house. I'm in the basement. And the first week, I was just having all of these memories come in, just like hearing the footsteps above me. And then I just kept waiting for like maybe an outburst or yelling or screaming, or it was just like my body was remembering. I was just so surprised how I was feeling and having all the memories flood in. And then even just like interacting with your kids who are teenagers, I was noticing how I would react to my siblings and how we would say little narky things to each other, or we'd pick on each other. Yeah. Because when you're a teenager, you're just kind of interesting.
Oh, well, yeah.
And
especially if you grow up in an abusive home.
Yeah. So I've noticed like there's been a few times with your kids, I almost like catch myself because I want to say something that I feel like is a joke. And then I'm like, oh, that's actually really mean. But then I'm like, wow, this is how I interact with my siblings, or how I used to, even as adults, but I don't hang out with them anymore. So yeah. But it's just been all of these like epiphanies when you're in a safe space and with safe people. I feel like that's when your body starts to feel safe. Yeah. It's almost like you're allowed to start going into these parts of yourself, and you're also resting, and because healing is
I've noticed that as well with my kids, and my ex used to really belittle them and pick on them. I mean, he did me too. He just did it on everyone, and like you said, it becomes kind of normalized. Yeah, where you just kind of like do little jabs at each other, but it's just all in good fun.
But it's mean, and it makes you feel small, even if you're supposed to kind of laugh along with it. Or in my case, my siblings would just start punching each other, and
right, because that's the point, is that it is supposed to be kind of cruel. It's like you're lashing out in a way under this guise of fun.
But it's not. It's no. But you don't realize it until you're like completely out of it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is like, it's been getting divorced and not doing that in my home, and having a husband that also doesn't do that, and noticing how much the kids actually enjoy laughing together now, and that we're just not cruel to each other, but we can make like good-natured jokes, but they're ones that we know are safe because we've gauged that it's, like my son, my 16-year-old doesn't like onions. And so we always tease him that we're going to put extra onions in his food.
And he's starting to laugh and kind of joke about it too now.
Laughs, and I've noticed how much it's been healing for him, because he got picked on, I think, more than anyone by his father. And so being able to be like, no, this is the healthy way to do that. This is how people who love you will tease you. And it's never about something that's like a true insecurity.
And he's looking so good now too. Like
he's coming alive.
He's coming back alive, and he's like talking. He's just, a know-it-all teenager, and he just talks to us for hours about these like huge epiphanies he's had, but we're not allowed to have an opinion. But.
Oh, I know. Well, in a way that I'm glad to see him doing that too, because I feel like, he's actually like healthy now. He's able to be a little bit obnoxious versus before he felt like a corpse. He was like a dead person. Yeah. And he was just trying to, I feel like, feel safe or feel loved, and recover between bouts in the toxic waste of his father's house where he'd just go and get poisoned. And then he'd come back to my house and it's like we're trying to like detox him and get him like breathing again. And then he's got to go right back into it. And so this past year and a half of not having to do that has been so healing.
What a shift in just the way he even looks and
he's got a little pink in his cheeks.
Pink in his cheeks. He stands taller. And
he does. His shoulders are back.
Yeah, he's kind of perky and
he's being obnoxious.
Uh-huh.
Woohoo!
Yeah. For a long time, I kind of forgot you had a son because he just always hid.
He did, and now he comes up to talk to us and spend time with us.
Yeah, it's been really fun.
Be obnoxious and a know-it-all.
Mm-hmm. So overall, your home is just this amazing, beautiful healing nest.
The healing center of Jayenna's home. Welcome. You will be triggered in the most loving way possible.
It's really good triggers.
And you know what, you guys? This podcast is happening in my home. So welcome.
Yeah, we're bringing the home, the healing and putting it out through the internet.
Yeah, we're channeling. This is a door or a window into my home. So thank you all for being here. And I hope that hearing me talk about my healing journey, I feel almost even emotional right now just thinking about, because wow, guys, wow.
There was a lot.
Really, like I said, my kids would not be with me if it weren't for the man that came into my life. And I was just scared out of my mind going into that relationship. And I would remind myself, like my mantra when I got into a relationship with my now husband was, you can always leave. You can always leave. If he does what that other man did, you leave. You will leave. We know we can leave. We know we can do it. And now I know that it's shifted because now what it's become is like, wow, I really hope that he never wants to leave. I really don't know what I'd do if he'd leave. It's just so wonderful having him.
I'm really happy for you because I know that your first marriage was a nightmare and the divorce was horrible. So,
well, I didn't even know it was a nightmare because when I was in it, marriages were hard and we're making it work and we're not going to fail.
Because that's the lie we're told.
Yeah. And so out there, free woman, relationships are not meant to be hard. Like there are hard things like working through your trauma together, having emotional conversations together. Like that's triggering, right? Being triggered.
Yeah.
But they are not hard because the person is sucking the life out of you on a daily basis.
And you don't have to change the person you are inside to be with them.
No. And you're allowed to pursue your hobbies and your interests and your friendships, and they celebrate that.
And it should be easy to communicate, once you get past all your triggers.
The triggers are the hard part. The person is not the hard part.
Oh, I love that.
Free woman, wherever it is in your life, if it is sucking the joy out of you, if it's work, if it's a man, if it's a relationship, if it's a friendship, no.
That's toxic.
No.
Get out.
You put down the toxic relationship.
No more. You don't have to do that.
Choose easy.
And happy. And
joy. And obviously, the mess that comes out of walking away from toxic situations is not easy, but I find myself again and again and again making choices now based on, does this bring me peace? Does this allow flow into my life? Or is it asking me to like work against the current?
Well, now that your body's healed too, because you've been in such a safe environment now, you can kind of notice a lot faster when you're feeling triggered or you're feeling uneasy, or if you're afraid, you're like, oh, I remember this feeling. And I'm like, well, no, we're not going to do this.
Yeah, listen to your body if you're feeling exhausted and tired and tense.
Shouldn't feel that way.
Yeah, the body will show you signs. I have noticed from being in abusive relationships before that my body actually will do the same thing. I'll start to feel the same pains, the same symptoms, and I'll have this like light bulb moment of like, oh.
This is toxic.
This is toxic. My body is telling me. There are so many signs. But yeah, relationships are not, quote, hard. Facing your shit is hard.
It is.
But the person you're with should not be hard work.
Nope, it should be fun. Easy, flowing. And sometimes you have hard conversations, like you said. And you know what? Great, because that's how you build a relationship.
Yes, and I believe that every one of you free women, you deserve an easy relationship. You deserve a person that celebrates you, a person that doesn't make you walk on eggshells, that doesn't always make you the problem, that's willing to hear when they've hurt you and care. You deserve that.
Yeah, and don't manipulate you and confuse you.
Single woman deserves that.
And not to be cheated on and lied to as well.
Well, that's that. Yeah,
that too.
You know, yeah. Maybe they should tell you about the strip clubs.
No kidding. And then leave when they do. Don't stay another 15 years like I did.
No. The compromises should not be ones that suck your soul out of you. No. No, you should feel celebrated in a relationship, and so should they. And, you know, you shouldn't settle for less because, God damn it, women have worked too hard to get our freedom.
Yeah, we have.
To be giving it up for some baby man that doesn't want to do his work.
Yeah, just leave him and make him go figure it out on his own. You don't have to raise him. You're not his mother.
And, you know, in the meantime, we will be here showing up every week while you figure it out in Jayenna's home.
Yeah, welcome.
Of healing. Have a wonderful week, free woman.
Thank you. Remember to like and subscribe.